Good afternoon. This is Akashvani. I'm Anuja Kumar with the Midday News. The headlines. Prime Minister Narendra Modi launches development projects worth 4,400 crore rupees at Gandhinagar in Gujarat. Girls outshine boys in CBSE Class 12th board exam results declared today. Class 10th results also announced. Counting of votes for Karnataka Assembly elections to be taken up tomorrow. 6th Indian Ocean Conference to begin in Dhaka this evening. External Affairs Minister S. Jaishankar to deliver keynote address. Cyclone Mocha intensifies into very severe cyclonic storm, likely to make landfall along Bangladesh-Myanmar coast around Sunday noon. And Indian pugilists Deepak Kumar, Mohammad Hussamuddin and Nishant Dev to compete in semi-finals of IBA Men's World Boxing Championship in Tashkent today. And now the news in detail. Prime Minister Narendra Modi has said that India's development is a conviction and commitment for his government. He said nation building is a continuous responsibility that his government is working on to fulfill. Inaugurating and laying foundation stone of various projects in Gandhinagar today, Mr. Modi said his government is eliminating inequality, reaching to every poor and ensuring 100% saturation. He said despite having the various Awas Yojanas for decades, 75% of the population lacked access to proper toilets. The Prime Minister said we must understand that a home is more than just a shelter, and it is a place of faith where dreams are realized and new possibilities are born. He said his government does not look at religion or caste while delivering benefits, and this is real secularism.
आज हमारी सरकार हर अभाव को दूर करते हुए हर गरीब तक खुद पहुंचने का काम कर रही है। हम योजनाओं के 100% सैचुरेशन का प्रयास कर रहे हैं, यानी जिस योजना के जितने लाभार्थी हैं उन तक सरकार खुद जा रही है। सरकार की इस अप्रोच ने बड़े पैमाने पर भ्रष्टाचार समाप्त किया है, भेदभाव समाप्त किया है। लाभार्थी तक पहुंचने के लिए हमारी सरकार न धर्म देखती है और न ही जाति देखती है.
Mr. Modi said after 2014, government did not limit the house of the poor only to a concrete roof, but made the house a solid foundation for fight against poverty and a medium of empowerment of the poor. He said in the last 9 years, around 4 crore homes have been provided to the poor. The Prime Minister said nearly 70% of these homes are under the names of women, turning the mothers and daughters into Lakpati Didis.
आज गुजरात के मेरे जिन हजारों भाई बहनों को गृह प्रवेश हुआ है, उनके साथ ही मैं भूपेंद्र भाई और उनकी टीम को भी बहुत बधाई देता हूं. अभी मुझे गांव और शहरों से जुड़े हजारों करोड़ रुपए प्रोजेक्ट का शिलान्यास और लोकार्पण करने का अवसर मिला है. इसमें गरीबों के लिए घर है, पानी के प्रोजेक्ट हैं, शहरी विकास के लिए आवश्यक प्रोजेक्ट हैं, इंडस्ट्रियल डेवलपमेंट से जुड़े भी कुछ प्रोजेक्ट हैं. मैं सभी लाभार्थियों, विशेष रूप से उन बहनों को जिन्हें आज अपना पक्का घर मिला है, मैं सबको फिर से एक बार बहुत बहुत बधाई देता हूं.
During the program in Gandhinagar, he inaugurated and laid the foundation stone of development projects worth over 2,450 crore rupees. These include projects of Urban Development Department, Water Supply Department, Road and Transport Department, and Mines and Minerals Department. Earlier addressing the 29th Biennial Conference of All India Primary Teachers Federation in Gandhinagar, the Prime Minister said that during the Amrit Kal, there will be important contribution of the teachers. Mr. Modi said during his tenure as the Chief Minister of Gujarat, he had worked with primary teachers to reform the educational sector. He said there was a time when dropout rate in Gujarat was around 40%, and now it has reduced to below 3%.
आजादी के अमृत काल में जब भारत विकसित होने के संकल्प के साथ आगे बढ़ रहा है तो आप सभी शिक्षकों की भूमिका बहुत बड़ी है। गुजरात में रहते हुए मेरा प्राथमिक शिक्षकों के साथ मिलकर के राज्य की पूरी शिक्षा व्यवस्था को बदलने का अनुभव रहा है। एक जमाने में गुजरात में ड्रॉप आउट रेट, जैसा मुख्यमंत्री जी ने बताया, करीब 40% आसपास हुआ करता था और आज ये 3% से भी कम रह गया है। ये गुजरात के शिक्षकों के सहयोग से ही संभव हुआ है।
Stressing the new educational policy, Mr. Modi said the new policy focuses on practical-based education and providing education in the mother tongue, which will benefit the teachers in rural parts.
मुझे गर्व है कि इस बार जो राष्ट्रीय शिक्षा नीति बनी है, देश के लाखों शिक्षकों ने उसको बनाने में कंट्रीब्यूशन किया है। शिक्षकों के परिश्रम में से ये पूरी शिक्षा नीति बन पाई है और इसके कारण सर्वदूर उसका स्वागत हुआ है। आज भारत 21वीं सदी की आधुनिक आवश्यकताओं के मुताबिक नई व्यवस्थाओं का निर्माण कर रहा है। ये नई राष्ट्रीय शिक्षा नीति इसी को ध्यान में रखते हुए बनाई गई है।
The Prime Minister said his experience with teachers in Gujarat has helped him a lot in formulating policies at the national level. He said at one time there was no study of the science stream in the tribal belt of Gujarat, but today the teachers are not only teaching science, but the youth there are becoming doctors and engineers. Mr. Modi said Director General of the World Health Organization, Tedros Adhanom Ghebreyesus, proudly acknowledges that Indian teachers have played a part in every stage of his life since childhood. The Prime Minister said the WHO DG credits them for their significant contributions in shaping his life. He said information can be obtained from Google too, but the right approach can only be provided by a teacher. Mr. Modi said the curiosity of today's students, their self-confidence and fearless nature leads them to want answers after getting access to so much information. He said this is a new challenge for the parents and the teachers. He added that these challenges give an opportunity to learn, unlearn and relearn.
छात्रों के पास इंफॉर्मेशन के अलग अलग स्रोत है, इसने भी शिक्षकों के सामने खुद को अपडेट रखने की चुनौती पेश की है। इस चुनौतियों को एक टीचर कैसे हल करता है, इस पर हमारी शिक्षा व्यवस्था का भविष्य निर्भर करता है। और सबसे अच्छा तरीका ये है कि इन चुनौतियों को पर्सनल और प्रोफेशनल ग्रोथ के अवसर के तौर पर देखा जाए। ये चुनौतियां हमें लर्न, अनलर्न और रीलर्न करने का मौका देती है।
The Central Board of Secondary Education, or CBSE, has announced the results of Class 12th examinations. Students can check the results on the official website of the board, cbse.gov.in, and also on results.nic.in. The CBSE said the overall pass percentage stands at 87.33%. Girls with 90.68 pass percentage have done better than boys by over 6%. Trivandrum region has the highest pass percentage of 99.91%. The CBSE has also declared the results of Class 10th board exams. Minister of State for Electronics and Information Technology, Rajiv Chandrasekhar, today launched the third Semicon India Future Design Roadshow at IIT Delhi. During the roadshow, global semiconductor leaders will exchange their visions to catalyze the semiconductor ecosystem in India. Speaking on this occasion, Mr. Chandrasekhar said the country's semiconductor sector offers wide-ranging opportunities as it is expected to grow to $110 billion by the year 2030. Highlighting the role of startups in the nation's progress, he said there has been a quantum jump in the number of startups operating in India. He said in 2013-14, only 500 startups were operating in India, which has now increased to over 91,000. The minister said the government is committed to building a strong ecosystem for the semiconductor and electronics industry. This is Akashvani giving you the news. For quick news updates round the clock, follow us on our Twitter handle at AIR News Alerts. Counting of votes for Karnataka Assembly elections will be taken up tomorrow. The counting will start at 8 a.m. 34 counting centres have been set up across the state. Details from our correspondent.
Standard operating procedure is followed during the counting day tomorrow. The EVMs are brought out of the strong rooms in the presence of the returning officers and Election Commission special counting observers along with the representatives of the political parties. The control units of the EVMs are brought to the counting tables under CCTV surveillance and the procedure is filmed. After removing the seal, a button on the control unit is pressed to display the votes to different candidates. These numbers are recorded in the result sheets. Thereafter, VVPAT machines are selected randomly through draw of lots and paper slips displaying party symbols are counted. Sudhindra, Akashvani News, Bengaluru.
Akashvani News brings to you People's Mandate from Karnataka. Day-long live updates on election results, in-depth analysis with eminent experts, special reports and real-time inputs from our correspondents. Stay tuned to FM Gold and additional frequencies from 10 a.m. onwards on Saturday for exclusive updates.
The 6th edition of the Indian Ocean Conference, or IOC, will be inaugurated this evening by Bangladesh Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina in Dhaka. External Affairs Minister S. Shankar will deliver the keynote address at the opening session. Our correspondent has filed this report.
More than 150 participants from 25 countries are taking part in the 6th Indian Ocean Conference being hosted by Bangladesh. Apart from External Affairs Minister Dr. S. Shankar, many high-ranking leaders, officials and dignitaries, including the President of Mauritius and Vice President of Maldives, are taking part in the two-day-long conference. Representatives of the regional grouping like SAARC, BIMSTEC and D8 are also taking part in the conference. The conference endeavors to bring critical states and principal maritime partners of the region together on a common platform to deliberate upon the prospects of regional cooperation for security and growth for all in the region. Rajesh Jha, Akashvani Samachar, Dhaka.
The severe cyclonic storm Mocha has intensified into a very severe cyclonic storm and lay centered over central adjoining southeast Bay of Bengal about 520 kilometers west-northwest of Port Blair at 5:30 this morning. IMD said it is very likely to move north-northeastwards and intensify into a very severe cyclonic storm during the next 4 hours over central Bay of Bengal. It is likely to cross southeast Bangladesh and North Myanmar coasts between Cox's Bazar in Bangladesh and Kau Bukyu, Myanmar, close to Sitwe in Myanmar. Around noon of Sunday as a very severe cyclonic storm with maximum sustained wind speed of 150 to 160 kilometers per hour, gusting to 175 kilometers per hour. Andaman and Nicobar Islands, Tripura, Mizoram, Nagaland, Manipur and South Assam to receive heavy rainfall from today till Sunday. Squally wind speed reaching 50 to 60 kilometers per hour, gusting to 70 kilometers per hour is likely to prevail in Andaman and Nicobar Islands, Tripura, Mizoram and Manipur. IMD said sea condition will be very rough from today till Sunday. Fishermen, ships, boats and trawlers have been advised not to venture into Southeast Bay of Bengal. The Central Consumer Protection Authority CCPA has issued an order against top 5 e-commerce platforms for selling seat belt alarm stopper clips. Chief Commissioner CCPA Nidhi Khare passed the order against Amazon, Flipkart, Snapdeal, ShopClues and Meesho for violation of consumer rights and unfair trade practice. Star Indian pugilist Deepak Kumar, Mohammad Hussamuddin and Nishant Dev will be aiming to clinch the first ever gold medal for the country as they gear up to compete in the semi-finals of the IBA Men's World Boxing Championship 2023 in Tashkent today. With 3 confirmed medals, India ranked joint 4th in the medals tally at the prestigious tournament, with hosts Uzbekistan, Cuba and Russia and Kazakhstan taking up the top 3 spots. In IPL cricket, Mumbai Indians will take on Gujarat Titans at Wankhede Stadium in Mumbai at 7:30 p.m. today. And now, before we end the bulletin, the headlines once again. Prime Minister Narendra Modi launches development projects worth 4,400 crore rupees at Gandhinagar in Gujarat. Girls outshine boys in CBSE Class 12 board exam results declared today. Class 10th results also announced. Counting of votes for Karnataka Assembly elections to be taken up tomorrow. 6th Indian Ocean Conference to begin in Dhaka this evening. External Affairs Minister S. Shankar to deliver keynote address. Cyclone Mocha intensifies into very severe cyclonic storm likely to make landfall along Bangladesh-Myanmar coast around Sunday noon. And Indian pugilists Deepak Kumar, Mohammad Hussamuddin and Nishant Dev to compete in semi-finals of IBA Men's World Boxing Championship in Tashkent today. And with that we end the Midday News.